Hello, welcome back. This week I did a couple projects. We were a little bit busy, so I did more organizing than making things, but I did get around to making myself a new swim top. It has some flaws and mistakes. I made it a little too small because I forgot about the fact that my top layer is not stretchy, and that makes it very hard to get on and off. So I ended up at the last minute after sewing it all together, cutting out the back and adding just some swim connectors at the back so that it's not too tight to wear. But it works, and I learned some good things about it, and so I will definitely try another one. I used a free pattern from George and Ginger Patterns. I'll link them below. And I really like how it worked out. I'll for a first shot at it, and with using a fabric that wasn't recommended in the pattern, it still turned out really good, and so I'm excited about trying the pattern for more swimwear. And then organizing, I got a new toy. I got a labeler, so I've been adding labels to different storage tins. So this is where the hot glue gun is. Now I no longer have to open every single random tin I have. I can just look at the label. So I have buttons in here, and which also means I need to go through all of my tins and actually have cohesive things in each tin, so one label fits rather than a label that's a mile long, because I have 6 different categories of items in there. I also cut out fabric for some new patterns, so I've got a couple different things on the list to sew. First is some Easter dresses that, yes, I realize Easter is less than a week away, and so if I haven't mentioned it before on here, I am a lifelong procrastinator, and so this is me starting with plenty of time. But I have this beautiful fabric that I won in a raffle type award from Project Run and Play, and it is such a beautiful, it's almost a landscape, kind of an abstract landscape with kind of pastel blues and greens, and you've got some darker green and pinks in there and a little bit of yellow. I'm very excited to get that sewn up into some dresses. The dresses will be mostly matching. The trim will be just a little bit different to give them a little bit of difference. And then the girls right now really like poofy dresses. That's their main request. So underneath the dress, I'm going to add an extra layer, kind of a petticoat, with some gathered fabric to kind of give it some extra body. And at the bottom, I've got this lovely kind of eyelet lace that I'll put at the bottom to kind of help just give it a little bit of interest at the hemline, but also if it's gathered a little bit, it'll add a little bit of a flounce too. So I'm excited about those. I'm hoping the dresses come together well, and that I can surprise my girls Easter morning with 2 newly made matching dresses. And then another project I'm doing is some flannel nightgowns for the girls. They love wearing little soft coats with hoods on them over their pajamas, and so I was thinking, what would replace the need of wearing a onesie plus a coat if I make flannel pajamas with a hood attached. Hopefully that'll make the nighttime routine a little bit easier when we don't have to make sure we have multiple items. The more things that your child needs to sleep with, the harder it is to make sure everything is together. But so I got the first one cut out. I'm using some of the blue floral flannel I got from Fabric Mart, and then some gray. And so hopefully the color matching works. I didn't have enough of the blue floral to do the entire nightgown out of one thing. This is what comes of ordering fabric before I have a plan for the fabric. So if I had known what I was going to be using the fabric for when I ordered it, I would have ordered slightly different amounts of things, but that's okay. I'll make do with what I have. I have enough fabric, it's just the colors won't be exactly, I have more gray and green and blue plaid than I have of the floral, but that's okay. It's still nice flannel. And then the other plan I have going on are some swimsuits for the girls, which I'm going to be using the polka dot fabric. And so I've got one cut out already, and I just need to cut out a second one and then a third one for a friend's daughter, and then get those sewn up, which will be a nice quick project. I just, it's not on the top of my list currently because the Easter dresses come first. So those are the plans right now, and as I said, I've been doing a lot of organizing because we've been moving my sewing stuff around. We emptied out our spare room, which is where my sewing stuff was, so that we could paint the walls and get new carpet. Well, now we have new carpet in, so my next project is moving everything back downstairs in an orderly manner so that it's a nice guest room and not just a crowded craft room. Because I tend to create clutter whenever I craft or make things, and so my goal is to create an organization system where I can pull things out and put things back and not just leave everything piled on the bed. So hopefully I do that well. But I hope you have a good week and that you're able to enjoy Easter with your family. I'm so grateful that we have such a merciful and gracious Lord and Savior, that Jesus died and rose for us. I hope that you're able to enjoy that salvation. And I hope that you'll be able to just rejoice this Easter in the remembrance of what Christ won for us when he died and rose again. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time.